Eight-Bit Baseball is on. Today's game features Bad Attitude at National Jetty. National Jetty won the first game, but it wasn't decided until the final out. Let's see what action is in store today. Both teams are warmed up and have taken the field. It's time for the game to begin. Elfman pitching for National Jetty today, and Sammy is going to lead us off. Center fielder for Bad Attitude. First pitch is outside, a ball. Elfman delivers the pitch there inside, 99 miles an hour for a strike. 1-1 to Sammy. And the pitch there, Sammy swings it. That one is hit over onto the first base side. A foul ball for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sammy. Elfman delivers. And that one's to the outside. He swings at it. It's back to the pitcher, Elfman, who gloves and throws to Jetty for the first out. So now Ivan, the shortstop, is up to bat. Elfman delivers the pitch there, and he swats it. That one hits it up, pops it up on the right field side. Brewer is there, the right fielder. He's under it and collects it. Oh, he had to reach for that one. He collects it for the second out. And now Kevin, the first baseman, will take his turn at bat. And Elfman gives him a pitch on the inside. He does swing at it, hits it on the first base side, foul. No balls, 1 strike to Kevin. Elfman delivers. And that one's outside and kind of draws him towards the plate. 86 miles an hour, a ball. 1-1 now the count to Kevin. It's Elfman. He gives him a pitch inside, but it's another ball. So the count 2-1 to Kevin. Delivers outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch is back inside. He did barely get the inside of the plate there to make it a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And it's back up the middle. Kevin swings at it, and he hits it to the pitcher, Elfman, who, again, just throws it over to Jetty for an easy out. So we move now to the National Jetty side of the inning, the bottom of the inning. Beny pitching for Bad Attitude, and Connor up to bat. Hits the first one into foul territory for a strike. It's on the first base side, into the stands for a souvenir. Connor. 0-1. The pitch. And it's to the inside there for a strike, so we've got 2 strikes now on Connor. No balls, 2 strikes. Beny for Bad Attitude, the starting pitcher. And he gives him a ball, 101 miles an hour. That was very close. That pitch could have gone either way, I think. That was very close. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Connor. And a pitch back inside that he offers at. He hits at it. And it's Kevin, the first baseman, who has it. And he grabs it and steps on the bag for the out. Weish now, the center fielder. And it's outside, he hits at it, and it's going to be past Ivan, the shortstop. He gets into the outfield, into center field, for a hit. He's on base with a single. So Zappa now, the left fielder, up for National Jetty. Runner on, first, 1 down. And Zappa pops that one into center. Let's see what's going to happen there. Sammy's moving over. He is under it, so he will collect that one for an out. So 2 down now. Runner still at first for first baseman Jetty. And he takes a ball, 100 miles an hour. No doubt about Beny's speed. 1 ball, no strikes to Jetty. And that one's on the inside of the plate. Again, very close, 98 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike. And then back, ooh, that one had quite a bit of motion on it. 87 miles an hour for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jetty. And he throws him a pitch across the zone. And he hits that one quite well down the third baseline. It's all the way into the corner under the 328 marker. And it looks like we're going to have runners at second. Yeah, it's a double. And he advances the runners. So now we've got runners at second and third. 2 down for Marsh, the third baseman. Beny delivers. And it's hit to the inside. And, it's thrown to the inside and hit over on the third base side. Foul. No balls, 1 strike. And then a strike on the outside of the corner. 99 miles an hour. No balls, 2 strikes. A pitch on the inside, which he swings at and hits over to the first baseman, who's able to glove it and step on the bag for the out. So that threat is ended quickly with some defense and good pitching. Elfman back on the hill for the Jetty, and Adam up to bat now. The third baseman takes the first pitch ball. That one was in the dirt. Laid off of it. 1 ball, no strikes. And then a second pitch strike. Both of these pitchers have a lot of velocity. We're seeing some very fast pitches today. Well, Elfman winds and delivers, and it's outside, kind of tailing outside, 87 miles an hour. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Adam. Elfman. And, oh, that was a very nice pitch. It was well outside and then curved back in for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Adam. Elfman delivers inside. He hits it. So Elfman. That is a walk to Adam. We'll count it as a walk. And, well, it looks like he's lost a little bit of control, so issuing hit by pitches here, free passes with nobody down. And then now we've got a hit over to the first baseman, maybe a double play, not quite. He does get the lead runner there for Jones. He hit and to the first baseman was able to get the lead runner. So runner's still at the corners, and that one's hit back up, and that one will get an out as well. But now we've got runners at second and third for Ricky. Right fielder. And he takes inside a pitch ball, 86 miles an hour. 1 ball, no strikes to Ricky. Runners at second and third. And he bats at that one. It's popped up infield side. Velez is the second baseman. He's under it. He's calling for it. And he has it for the out. So they were able to reach base once again, but not able to put together any runs. To the bottom of the frame we go, and that one's hit out to the third baseman Adam, who glows, and it's he caught it on a line drive fly ball, so it's instantly out. And this one's hit to the shortstop Ivan. It dribbled over there to Ivan, who had to make quite a play. It was close, but he was able to make the second out. So Novak, the catcher, comes up, and that he takes a pitch to the inside, 89 miles an hour, Beny. And throws pitch inside and now winds and delivers. And that one started well over the plate, but then curved outside. Novak laid off of it, so 2 balls, no strikes. And then back to the inside now. So we've got 3 balls and no strikes to Novak, the catcher. Beny in a bit of a spot here. And then he hits it. He's able to induce a ground ball right back to himself, which he throws over to Kevin. And there we are. We've got out number 3, end of the frame. Still no score. Top of the third. Bad attitude up. We're going to have Beny, the pitcher, leading off the frame. And he takes first pitch ball from Elfman. National Jetty pitcher. And that was a strike. That one had a lot of motion as well. Started on the inside and moved to the outside, 1-1. And he swats at that one. That one hit on the ground over on the third base side, foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Beny. Pitch there. He does hit it. That one, it's hit lightly, and Connor has to run over. He's charging fast. He is able to make the throw. That one was hit so slowly, it almost allowed him to get onto base. So we move back to the top of the order. Sammy, the center fielder, up once again. And he hits a very hard shot down the right field side, and that's into the stands for a home run. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the first lead of the day. Visiting Bad Attitude up 1-0 on home team National Jetty. First pitch is a ball to Ivan, shortstop. And second pitch also inside for a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Ivan. To the home run by Sammy. And then that one is pitched to the inside. He swings at it. It's hit over on the first base side. First baseman's there. And he's under it and grabs it for the second out. Kevin now, the first baseman, going to take his attempt at hitting off Elfman. Gives him a pitch on the outside that was sweeping across the plate. He swung at it, and he's popped up, and Brewer had to catch that one on the run. Not a terribly easy play to make, but he made it look easy because he's a professional. All right, and so Elfman now, the pitcher, will lead this one off for National Jetty. He swings through a pitch there for strike 1 from Beny. Still on the hill for Bad Attitude with a 1-run lead. Oh, that's going to be a hit by a pitch. A ball. Base on balls, a free pass. Connor now. He pops up into right field. It's into foul territory, I believe, and Ricky was running out there. He almost was able to catch it, but not quite. So, foul ball, strike 1, and then a pitch to the inside, which evens the count at 1-1. Beny, for Bad Attitude, delivers the pitch to Connor, and that one's hit into foul territory. That one's into the stands, so it just made it nightlight with an interesting backstory. And 1-2 the count, and that one's popped up in the infield side. Shortstop is Ivan running out there, and he is under it and has it for the out. Still a runner at first, 1 down. Beny pitching for Bad Attitude now to Weish, the center fielder, and that one is hit back up, popped into center. Sammy is running up, and he is under it for the second out. So now 2 down for Zappa with 1 runner at first, trailing by 1. And he hits that one lightly. It's back up to center. That's going to be a hit, however. He will advance the runner and get on base himself. So now we've got runners at first and second for Zarate, the cleanup man, the first baseman. And first pitch taken inside. A lot of movement on that pitch. Started way outside, moved inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Zarate. And then a pitch back outside. Again, a lot of movement on that. Started inside, went outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And then, a very powerful strike there on the outside of the corner, 96 miles an hour. 2 balls, 1 strike to Zarate. Runner at first and second. Takes a strike on the inside, 89 miles an hour. 2-2 the count. Beny delivers way outside, so we got a full count. Full count, 3-2 to Zarate. And Beny delivers. It's outside. He walked him. Zarate with the walk. So now we've got to have a relief pitcher in. Bart will take the hill in an attempt to try to shut down this offensive situation. Oh, that's a diving attempt by Jones, the second baseman. But that leads to a single and an RBI, and the game is tied. How about that? That's some beautiful hitting there. So now Brewer is up to bat, still the bases are loaded, and he dribbles one over on the first base side. The first baseman gathers it, and he actually throws it over to second for the force out rather than stepping on the bag, which is an interesting decision, but nevertheless, same result. And so we move to the fourth, and Elfman still pitching for the Jetty. Adam, the big hitter, up to bat, and he hits a shot into outfield. It's going to drop down for a hit. Weish, the center fielder, has to grab it and throw it into second. And so he's on base with a leadoff single. Augie up, and he hits that one down the third base line. That might be a double play. Oh, no, it's not. It's not even going to be an out at all. Augie was able to get on base. Everybody was able to get on base. They had a hit and run going there as well, which assisted in their reaching base. And so now runners at first and second with nobody down. 1 ball, no strike to Jones, the second baseman. Elfman delivers him a pitch on the inside, which he hits very hard. It's hit out to right field. Brewer's out there. He is running and settles under it. Ooh, that was very close to the warning track. And now runners in motion attempted to move there, and they weren't quite coordinated enough, so there will not be any advancement. And 1 down now to Mark, the left fielder. Elfman in a bit of a spot, but beginning to work out of it. Gives the first pitch strike there, and a second pitch strike now. Gets ahead of Mark quickly. No balls, 2 strikes to Mark, the left fielder. Elfman, he delivers a pitch on the inside, which Mark grabs, and the third baseman has it. He steps on the bag and then throws to second for the double play. Well, there we go. Just 1 swing of the bat changes it everything, and we're out of the frame. The game's still tied. Velez now up to bat for National Jetty. The second baseman still looking for his first hit of the season. And there it is. Looky there. A single for Velez. And he is on base in this tight ball game for the home team. And now Novak, the catcher, is up. And he swings through the first pitch strike from Bart, who relieved in the last inning. And so no balls, 1 strike to Novak. And he hits a pitch out to the third base side. The third baseman, Adam, dove for that one, but he was not able to make the catch. And it was ultimately Mark, the left fielder, that had to grab it and throw into second. So now we've got runners at first and second. Nobody down. Elfman, the pitcher, he swings through that one. Strike, 101 miles an hour. And so no balls, 1 strike to Elfman. And there's a pitch that he hits over onto the first base side. It's a foul ball. So no balls, 2 strikes to Elfman. Bart's ahead on this one with nobody down. And he popped him up. The second baseman, Jones, is rushing over. He should have it. He's under it. And there we are, the first out. So now with runners at first and second, 1 down, we have Connor, the shortstop, up to bat. Bart delivers the pitch on the inside. And he hits that one that's back to the first baseman. And then he throws. That was an interesting decision as well, I guess, in order to keep the runners from advancing. But anyway, now 2 down for Weish, the center fielder. And he hits a first pitch right down the third base line. And the third baseman is Adam. He's able to grab it and step on the bag for the out. So some offensive fireworks there that quickly fizzled once the defensive play took command. So Ricky will lead us off in the top of the 5th. And he hits a hard shot. It's out. It might be into the... Oh, it's off the wall. That was a hard shot. Zappa even jumped for it, and he went over his head, hit the wall. So that's very interesting. We've had a shot that hit that close. And now that is a hit back to the third baseman, who is able to throw to second for the lead runner. So he gets him out. And now Sammy up. We're going to see a relief pitcher. We've got Bohr coming in. Bohr in place of Elfman. All right, so Bohr will pitch to Sammy, and Sammy hits a very hard shot. It's hit deep into the outfield. Brewer's rushing out there, but he's not going to get to it because it's a home run. A home run by Sammy gives the Bad Attitude the lead here in the top of the 5th, 3-1. Ivan now. Ivan, the shortstop, up to bat, and he hits a pop-up. Brewer, the right fielder, is under that one, and he will collect the out that time. And now Kevin, the first baseman, with 2 down, nobody on. Bohr in relief after surrendering the lead. And that's a hard shot. That's hit way into right field, and it will... Oh, it was trapped on the wall. It was a hit just against the wall that Brewer was able to trap there, and then so it was just a single. But what a strange play that was! And now a pop up on the infield. Connor, the shortstop, is going to run over for that one, and he collects the third out in that frame. So Bad Attitude now with the lead, and National Jetty attempting to regain it. The home team, Zappa, their left fielder, will lead things off in the fifth. And he swings through the first pitch from Bart, a strike. Strike. And so the second pitch, then he hits that over to the third base side. Ivan is there, and he cannot beat the throw, so that would be a first out for this frame. Bottom of the fifth, Zarate now up to first baseman. And clean up man, and he hits it hard out to Adam, who gloves it and throws it to Kevin, and now we've got 2 down. So Marsh up, the third baseman. Fifth hole hitter, Bart, gives him a pitch on the inside, which he fouls into the stands. Look out. No balls, 1 strike to Marsh. Bart delivers, and it is, that was a very close pitch. I think that could have been a strike, but 1 ball now, 1 strike to Marsh. And that one's well outside, 2 balls now, 1 strike. Bart winds and delivers, and that's a ball pretty far outside. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Marsh ahead on the count. Let's see what he gives him here, and it is a ball on the inside. He walked him. He walked Marsh, and so we've got a runner at first with 2 down, and he's still having trouble finding the strike zone. Gives Brewer first pitch ball, and then that one back across the strike zone, and he bats at it. It's popped up. Ricky moves in, and he's under it for the out. So the side is retired, and we move to the top of the 6th. Bad Attitude leading. Augie up to bat. Their catcher is going to lead the inning off this time, and he swings through. That swung very hard at that one. Strike from Bohr. No balls, 1 strike to Augie, and then takes a second pitch on the inside strike. 85. No balls, 2 strikes. Bohr ahead now. Although he's behind for the game, he's ahead on the count. And then 1 ball, 2 strikes to Augie. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 6th. And the pitch is right over the zone. Augie swings at it, and he hits it down to the third base line. Zappa's rushing after it, and Augie might get up to second. He does. That's a double. And he hits a double out into the left field. So now Augie on base with nobody down. Jones up to bat, the second baseman. This could be more for Bad Attitude. And that pitch is hit softly. Velez, it's an infield pop-up. Velez had to run really hard. Oh, and the runner was not tagging up, and there was a double play due to very bad base running. Very poor base running there. So 2 outs now for Mark, the left fielder, and he's going to be able to get one that just goes right through a diving Connor and Marsh, who were both rushing after it. It got through to the left field Zappa, who has to throw it in. So he's on base with a single, and Ricky up to bat. He takes a first pitch strike. No balls, 1 strike. Top of the 6th. Runner on, 2 down. 1-1 the count. Bohr pitching for National Jetty, and Ricky up to bat for Bad Attitude. Another pitch on the inside, 98 miles an hour. We have seen some heat today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And then he bats at a pitch on the outside of the plate. The second baseman, Bellas, is calling for it, has it, and we are done. Move to the bottom. National Jetty, home team up. Let's see what they've got. Oh, we've got a substitution coming up. Bozzo now. Bozzo in place of Brewer. I'm sorry, is that Velez? And he pops out. So now Novak up. Yeah, Bozzo is in place of Velez, second base. And Novak, the catcher. And he dribbles one down the third baseline. The third baseman, Adam, charges in and makes this throw. That was a difficult play to make, but he did a good job with that. And now Bohr will come up, and he will be batting. And he hits a third base side foul. First pitch will be a strike. No balls. 1 strike to Bohr from Bart, the Bad Attitude pitcher, against the National Jetty pitcher. Throws him a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Even count. Bohr, pitcher on pitcher. And then it's hit very softly, but because it is moving so slowly, Bohr might be able to, he beats out the pitch. It was not a very good hit, but because the infield was not able to adjust to it, he was able to beat it out and he gets on base. Well, very resourceful there by the pitcher. Connor now up to bat, the shortstop. And he takes a hit by a pitch. And now we're going to have a pinch hitter, Davids, in for Weish. Davids pinch hitting and takes the first pitch and swipes at it. And he hits it over. Yep, and that gets the lead runner. It was Kevin that grabbed it and then threw up to second for the lead runner and recorded the out. So that's the end of that one. 7th inning, Bart, the pitcher, is going to lead us off. See if he can get on base, just as his opposite number did. Oh, almost! That was a rushing play by Marsh. He had to really run hard to get that one. So now Sammy, the center fielder, and he takes inside ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Sammy. 4. Gives him another pitch on the inside ball. So 2 balls, no strikes to Sammy, the bad attitude center fielder. And third pitch there is over the plate. He does swing at it, but it's over on the first base side where Jetty can glove it and step on the bag for an easy out. Ivan now the shortstop up for a bad attitude. And oh, that one got by Jetty, who was diving. And it's over there in the corner, and Brewer has to get it. He's all the way up to second with a double. And what a hit. What a hit. All right, so we've got some relief pitching now. Irwin in for National Jetty. Irwin taking the hill. And there is a pop-up, or not really a pop-up. That one could have gotten down. That was athletic play by Weish. But it does end in a pop fly. But good defense there by Weish to be able to rush in and catch that one. That one could have easily gotten down. And now we've got more changes. We've got Ray coming in for bad attitude. Ray now on the hill to pitch to Zappa. And he gives him a first pitch ball. A lot of movement on that. Ray's got a very good curve on his pitch. And a second pitch ball. So not finding the zone just yet with those pitch movements. 2 balls, no strikes to Zappa, who then hits it hard out into center field. It's up in there, and Sammy's rushing out, and it is a home run into center field. Wow! That was a powerful home run by Zappa, who's already hit quite a few this season. So he inches National Jetty closer with that one. And Jetty hits a hard shot there to Ivan, who is able to glove it and throw him out. 3-2, 3-2, getting closer, Jetty. And Marsh, the third baseman, up. Ray gives him a pitch on the inside. It's over the zone. That's hit between the left fielder and center fielder. It's very deep. It's off the wall. And Sammy has to grab it. And he's also got a double as well. Whew. This is some fireworks now. Fireworks, I tell you. Brewer, the right fielder, up to bat with a runner on second. Oh, and he pops up. It's Augie moving back into foul territory. And he's got it for the out. So not going to be anything going there. Bozzo now up, who is playing second base in this inning in place, or after the substitution from Velez. And he just hits it, a grounder over to the first baseman, Kevin, who grabs it and steps on the bag. So we are out of the frame, on to the 8th. And maybe bad attitude can get a run or two back. I'm sure they'd like to. Irwin pitching for Jetty. National Jetty. And it is Adam with the 1-0 count. He swings at the second pitch. That's it very hard into center left. And it is... Oh, it's just past the fence for a home run. So they do get a run back immediately by the home run from Adam. Woo. Augie now up to bat. Augie swings at that pitch, trailing outside the plate, and it's popped up into left field. Zappa's there, and he grabs that one for the out. So Jones comes up, the second baseman. His team now leading 4-2. Irwin on the mound for the Jetty, and that's a pitch ball outside. He tried to curve it back in, but it didn't quite hit. 1-0, now 1-1 after the strike, and Jones, the second baseman, is up. And that's a pitch. He hits it down the first base line, and it's Jetty that has it. He tags the bag. So we've got 2 down. Mark, left fielder, up. Irwin, the Jetty pitcher, winds and delivers to Mark. And he gives him a ball. That one was outside. Mark kind of moved in, but didn't swing at it. 1 ball, no strikes to Mark. Irwin, he throws him a pitch way outside. He's way outside with that one. So a second pitch ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Mark. Oh, that had a lot of tail on it, and he was able to swing at it, but Connor was rushing up, the shortstop grabbed it, and was able to make the throw to first in time for the out. So the frame is over. We move to the bottom half, and we've got more changes going on. Who is this? We're going to have a fielding change. It's going to be Adam, the third baseman. He's going to be substituted for Itoy. All right. We'll make a note of that. Defensive substitution there. All right, so now Mark, the catcher, I'm sorry, Novak, the catcher, is up. Novak catching? Yes. All right, and he's got an even count, 1-1 from Ray. Bad attitude pitcher delivers. Ooh, that was inside, almost hit him. 2-1 now to Novak, 2-1. And the delivery there is on the inside, 3-1. Novak, well ahead on the count. What will he get? Oh, he's walked. Novak is walked. And we see a pinch hitter. Keck will come up. and he takes a pitch on the inside, swings at it. It's hit out into kind of the right center, and Ricky has to run in to make that catch, and then throws back. The runner was not on base. He almost threw him out. And so we come back around to Connor, and Connor gets hit. That's his second free pass of the game. David's now up, who was substituted earlier in center field, and he takes a hit as well. So Ray having some trouble out there, having a lot of trouble. Zappa now up. Oh, and he's popped up. Zappa is popped up, and it's Ray himself who calls for it, and he's got it. That's an out. Base is still loaded. 2 down. Zarate up. And the first pitch is trailing there. It's hard hit. It's in the left field. Mark is back there, and he does settle under it, and he has it. And he has it. So after all of those free passes and the base is loaded, they are able to get out of that. We're going to have another pitching change. Care in for National Jetty. All right. And it delivers a first pitch ball to Ricky, the right fielder, for the bad attitude. And the second pitch is a strike, however. He's a lefty sidearmer, Care. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ricky. Care. And another strike on the outside of the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ricky, the right fielder. Care delivers him a pitch on the inside, and he hits it back to Care himself, who's able to throw it over to Zarate for the out. First out. Ray now, the pitcher, comes up. And they're letting him bat, and he gives him a first pitch strike, swinging strike. And the second pitch is to the inside. Oh, and he hits him. Okay, so Ray gets the free pass, and now Sammy will come up again. And he hits it down the first base line. First baseman's there, tags the bag, and oh, it's a double play. Sammy hits into a double play. So we move to the bottom of the 9th. Only 3 outs for the home team to bring it back. They're down by 2, and we've got a pitching change. Haraka for bad attitude to attempt to close the game. And he immediately gets a line drive out to Ivan, the shortstop. So there we go, pretty efficient. And now Brewer, the right fielder, is up to bat. Already 1 down. Needs to make up 2 runs. Takes a first pitch ball. Haraka, a righty sidearmer. Got a lot of movement on his pitches. And that one trails down into the dirt. So he's got a second pitch ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Brewer, the right fielder for National Jetty. Trying to salvage this game at the bottom of the 9th. 2 balls, 1 strike to Brewer. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is swung at. It's a foul ball. He hits it way up into the stands. A memento for a fan. All right, so Haraka now delivers with a 2-2 count. And, ooh, a lot of movement on that pitch. He popped him up. And it's Haraka himself who calls for it. And he gets it for the out. So we've got 2 down for Bazo. Bazo, who was substituted earlier, against Haraka, 2 down, and he takes a first pitch inside. It's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Bazo. Second pitch is outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Haraka working the count. Bazo's got 2 home runs already, so he has reason to be cautious. So now 3 balls, no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes to Bazo. And that one's, he does finally find the strike zone there. 3 balls, 1 strike to Bazo. 2 down, last chance. And he swings at a pitch. It's hit out into the center field, and it is going to drop for a hit. Sammy took a terrible tack at that. He probably needs eyeglasses. I don't know what happened there. Bazo is going to be to second, and he's going to continue on to third. That's a triple. So with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, they give up a triple. Tying run at the plate. Novak, the catcher. He swings at a first pitch, strike from Haraka. No balls, 1 strike to Novak. Second pitch is a ball outside. He lays off that one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Novak. Bottom of the 9th. And, ooh, that was very close. A strike on the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Novak. The pitch. It's a ball. It's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Novak. Bottom of the 9th. Runner at third. The pitch. Ooh, he bats at that one, and it gets through. That's an RBI. That's an RBI. They're within 1 run now of tying the ball game in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. Oh, and Jetty go to a pinch hitter, Lynch. Let's see if Lynch can do anything here. He swings at that one. It's popped up, though, and it's Ivan, the shortstop. He's got it, and the ball game is over. Well, after those heroics in the bottom of the 9th, it is ended on a pop-up. Bart with the win. Haraka gets a save. Elfman is charged with the loss. Fantastic game. Hope you enjoyed it.